What was that?
Oh,
All
nothing.
right. I was
Should
going
we
to ask
restart
you.
already?
No. I was like excited for this to start. I was going to ask you how you've been, but then you fucking do that. We were shaking off cobwebs, and JT was doing a hand motion. With his fist was closed, as if he was grabbing
Sir,
something.
I certainly was
And
not, sir.
yeah, it's moving up and down very fast. Never want you to do that again.
He says now.
All
He
right. Hey,
says at
JT.
this moment.
Welcome back. How are you? It's been a while.
I'm good. Yeah, you left me.
I did
I've
for a
been
little
sitting
bit.
here waiting.
I didn't go anywhere. I just needed, we took a little break.
Yeah, I didn't want a break. I didn't need that.
You've been sitting at
I've
your
been
computer the entire time.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you look good though.
Thank you. You look.
Just kidding. You don't.
Ah, okay.
No, but all seriousness, hey man, I missed you. I missed doing this. This was it's good to be back.
Yes, totally agree. Miss you too. I'm tired of I would literally just sat here to an empty screen, and when you popped up, I swear I got chubbed.
Is that so? That's what you were doing. Okay.
Okay. All right. You caught me.
Cool, man. Yeah, it's been okay. Stop doing that. It's good to be back. Excited to be back. We got we're all refreshed. We got our fucking cobwebs shooketh off. So then I hit you up the other day. I said, "Hey JT, are you ready?" You said, "Yes, I'm ready." I'm like, "All right, we're gonna start a brand new series. Get up for it, right?"
Yeah, I'm getting up.
We're doing found footage.
I'm gonna find your footage.
All right, don't
Oh,
fucking be weird. What are we doing?
Dude, I
anyway,
thought we had something going right there.
No, we didn't. We are talking found footage. I don't know how long we're going to be doing this for, but we are just going to fucking do movie after movie after movie after movie and talk about fun stuff in between and still post on our Instagram. And we have fucking really cool stuff coming up, right? We will be introducing that to you guys very, very, very soon. Yeah. So we're back. It's almost Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler. Merry Christmas.
I say that joke sometimes.
You're so silly. I know. It's not funny anymore, though, because it was funny years ago. Sorry.
You
Okay.
are so... You know what, mister? No.
Yeah.
You don't come back from your time off and give me the business. I'm not giving you business. You don't give me business. Because I'm closed today, okay?
If you want to, you can give me business. Go. I'll give you 30 seconds to give me the business.
Your beard looks beautiful, and the lighting is hitting you just ever so correctly. And I dare to say that you had a tan.
All right, that's enough. I'm
And
over
you
it.
are
Thank
glowing.
you so much. All right,
You're
thank
glowing
you.
like you're
Appreciate
in your
it.
third trimester, like a beautiful pregnant lady. That's your glow right now.
Like my shirt?
Yes.
All right.
Take it off. Let me see what's on the underneath.
Nope, we're not doing that. Anyway, we are talking about found footage for the foreseeable future with the first movie that we are going to be talking about is Creep. I know, you're excited. You're excited and so am I.
No,
You're welcome.
Dude, this is such a fucking underrated movie.
Dude, I saw this movie for the first time in 2017. Hopefully people are like, oh, that's not fucking true. I believe it was 2017, just in case we get some fact checkers out there that say came out in 2018, but I'm pretty sure it was in 2017. I fell in love with this movie immediately.
What you want to give a little rundown, a little synopsis about what it is?
Yeah,
Can you
absolutely.
give a brief overview for the fans?
So the movie is starring a guy named Mark Duplass and then another unknown. I think his name is Patrick something. Thank you. But so this character, right, this guy named Patrick, but in the movie his name is Aaron. In the beginning, it opens up with him driving in a car, and he answered like an ad.
Most generic ad, though. I'm just saying, like,
Yes.
It's just like, I need somebody to film me. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's all it was. That's all it was. It was $1,000 a day, and I just need you to film me for the day.
Dude.
And fucking Aaron was like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. He doesn't know where he's going. He's going deep into the woods, like in this mountain fucking area, and he's gonna fucking videotape this guy. Gets to the house. It's already pretty sketchy because the guy's nowhere to be found. He's not answering the door. Fucking Aaron turns around over the balcony, sees an axe just fucking hanging there, and he's like, Kind of freaked out, whatever. But he's like, I'm going to go to my car and I'm going to wait. And then what happens when he's in his car? Fucking Mark Duplass's character, his name is Joseph, fucking slams into the fucking window. I was like, hey, good to see you. Hey, how are you?
Jump scare though.
Yeah.
And you're not even you're talking about too when he looked down and saw the axe, which was really cool. But did you see those fucking stairs?
Yeah.
That was the longest staircase I've ever seen in my entire life. And you could hear each actor when they got up them bad boys. They were talking like this. So
out of breath. Mm-hmm. So Mark Duplass's character, Joseph, even said when they walked up the stairs, he's like, you never get used to those stairs. Saying that he fucking walks in.
Did you see his pants?
Yeah, I saw his fucking hiney, dude. Yeah, I saw his cheeks.
He had 3 pockets. He had an ass pocket.
Yeah, he did.
He was like unzipping his biker pants and putting like chapsticks and condoms back there. It's like the weirdest, tightest shit ever. I don't know, but it's hot.
But his character was so honestly, like very odd, right? Immediately odd. You don't know there's something wrong with this guy, but there was such an innocence to it that I thought was so sweet. It was so sweet.
That's me, right? I'm Joseph. I'm your Joseph. So you're saying he's sweet. Why don't you think that about me? I show you, and we're going to get into it. Just enough affection like Joseph does to Aaron. I give you all the love and affection.
I love Joseph.
Oh, fuck.
I don't love JT.
You can't just say that yet. You will.
You're right. Okay, you're right. Sorry. But continuing on, right?
Okay.
Continuing on, Mark Duplass's character Joseph is kind of giving Aaron a rundown of what his expectations are for Aaron when it comes to videoing his life. He's like, hey, just want to let you know, I've had cancer. I beat it, but unfortunately, it has spread to my brain, and I have a tumor the size of a baseball in my brain, and I'm going to die. It's terminal. Got a couple months to live. Whatever. He's like, so this is for my unborn son that we call Buddy. I just want to go throughout my entire day, you videoing me, and I want Buddy to see this. And Aaron's like, all right, cool, I could do that. He's like, you know what? This isn't going to be weird, later on. Let's hug it out. Give him a hug, whatever.
Oh, God. Yes, I need a hug.
So he's like, yeah, not going to happen. So he's like, all right, cool, let's get things started. He's like, I'm going to go hop in the tub, and runs upstairs. And he goes, Aaron, what are you doing? Come on.
And you silly boy.
Goes upstairs and he starts to undress. And Aaron's like, no, I'm sorry. And Joseph's like, no. Hey, we're going to get a lot deeper than this. It's okay.
Yeah.
And he videos him in a tub. Love this scene.
It's tubby time.
Tubby
He's
time.
Like, we gotta have tubby time. And it flips with Aaron filming Joseph in the tub. And Joseph is sitting in the tub pretending he's holding his unborn baby.
Holding Buddy.
And smelling it's like, oh, you got stinky feet. Oh, I'm like that foot. And just like, oh, I love you. Here's some shampoo. And dude, hear me out, Will. I'm going to ask this a lot. So let's just go ahead and break the ice, bud. Will you fucking film me? Yes or no?
No.
Will you film me? Yes or no?
No. Not even
yes, you will. You will just say you will think about it. Because I don't this is real.
For my welcome back, your welcome back, I will think about it.
Good. Because I don't have tubby time, but this hits home, man. This hits home. Mm-hmm. I have tummy. Tummy time. I do. You can ask Deadbeats Yoko. I have tummy time. And what that is, and if you don't want to hear it, close your ears. But I go in my bathtub, and I usually take showers when I want to get clean, right? A little bit too, okay, whatever. But when I want tummy time, I get in the bathtub and I sit there for a minute, and then you know what I do? I flip over on my tummy and I act like I'm a seal, and I go, oh, and it's like tummy time. I'm sliding around and shit. It's awesome.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Will you film me?
So hold on, no. Let me find. I want this picture to be painted a little bit more.
Oh,
so you
okay.
Hold on, no. So you take a shower in your tub shower, and when you're clean and you're done, you get on your tummy in the tub and do what exactly?
I slide back and forth like a sea lion, like sea lions go up on the rock. hang on, let me like, do that. I'm like, oh, you know, like
For our audio listeners, he's pretending like he's a sea lion and getting up and down.
Will
I
you film
hate
me?
I hate every fucking bit of that story. There's no
What?
fucking way you do that.
We listen and we don't judge. Oh, I didn't say that before. Fuck. But anyways,
Okay.
$1,000.
All right. Moving on. Tubby time. But dude, there's a part in
Tubby
the
time.
scene, okay, that again, it embraces the innocence of Joseph and how sweet he is, right? Because he pretends like he takes Buddy and he leans back in the bath and he lays and he pets him and he says, "I love you." And he's, it's so sweet. And then the next scene cuts to him with a rag over his face. I was like, all right.
Oh God, I love that scene though, dude. And it reminded me of Tummy Time versus Tubby Time. So like I said, 1-1 for Joseph. We can be best friends. If you like Joseph, you like me.
I'm guaranteeing you that Joseph probably doesn't do tummy time in the tub.
I can't be the only one. I will ask. We'll ask people. We'll do a poll.
Oh, fucking, you'll do a poll. Anyway, so after, all right, what the fuck? All right, stop.
Nothing. Sorry.
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. That was fucking intense. Welcome back. Anyway, yep. So after tubby time, things were getting a little intense, right? And Joseph's like, you know what? Hey, let's get fresh air. Let's change. Let's go outside. He's like, hey, it's getting a little chilly outside. You might want to go into the guest room, into the closet, and I have a jacket in the closet. Immediately, as he opens up that closet, he jumps and there's this giant fucking werewolf mask just fucking staring at him, and it scares the fucking shit out of him. And Joseph runs and he's like, hey, what happened? What's the matter? Oh, I see you met Peach Fuzz. Peach Fuzz.
Dude,
so
people...
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, people that wear a mask are fucking freaks. If you have a mask that sits up in your closet, or if you have to wear a mask to do anything, that's a red flag. Get the fuck out of here.
He told the story that was originally his dad's, I believe, right? I think like his dad used to wear it when they were younger, and it was like a family heirloom. So Peach Fuzz stays in the closet. Anyway, so he gets his jacket. They decide to go hiking, and Joseph, what he wants to do is he wants to go to this specific hiking spot because he believes that there is this portion on the trail where there's a heart with water inside of it from running water, and it's healing. It's like a healing fountain or a healing lake or whatever it may be. And that's his thing. That's the next adventure he wants to bring Aaron on, is just to go hiking and find this sacred heart, healing heart.
It was very cute and innocent. They was all fucking around. He's like leaving him and messing with him. He's like, I'm lost too. Let's just keep going, man. This is exciting.
Yep.
But that was beautiful. You remember when he wrote his little name on the rock with a heart and they put their initials?
So it was uncomfortable though in the beginning, because as soon as they get there, fucking Joseph just sprints out of view and they just fucking missing. And Aaron's like, Joseph, where are you? And he goes to find him, and then in pure Joseph fashion, jumps up and scares him and screams at him, scares the ever-loving shit out of Aaron. And Joseph's like, I saw for 1 second when I scared you, there was a look that you had where you wanted to kill me. He's like, you have an animal in you, and I want you to embrace it. Like, I could tell you wanted to kill me. That's pretty intense. That was really, really you, Aaron. And Aaron's like, fucking pissed off. He's like, fine, let's just fucking get over this hike. They continue to walk. And then the conversation just kind of goes a little uncomfortable again, where an axe is mentioned, right? Like something about somebody having an axe. And that's where Joseph's like, well, I have an axe. And Aaron's like, yeah, I know. He's like, hey, be honest with me, Aaron. When you saw that axe, do you think, there's a potential possibility that I would kill you with it? And Aaron's like, well, I wasn't thinking that, but now I am.
You fucking asshole, yeah.
And then they find the heart. And it was a very sweet moment. And then, Mark Duplass, Joseph, takes a rock and writes on another bigger rock, J plus A for J and Aaron. JT
J and W.
Nope.
JT and W. How sweet is it? But this is most of our interactions, man. It's like I'm always running, like we're in town or at events, like, I run around and hide
You're
from
always
you and
running
try to scare
away.
you. Yeah.
Woo!
And I'm always trying to hold hands and you never reciprocate, but that's okay.
Never,
And I
no.
thought that was very sweet to write that heart and draw because they're becoming best friends. Best
In
friends.
Joseph's eyes,
Yes.
and that's just where you're a little correct here. In Joseph's eyes, Joseph's like, Aaron, I love you. You're my best friend. You're my
I
friend.
love
Blah
you
blah blah.
too. I
And
love you too. But
Aaron's like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is a little weird. He was definitely standoffish, and yeah, I can definitely see that relation there.
he's got his balls up. It's okay.
But after they were done hiking, Joseph's like, hey, I know this perfect fucking spot where they have immaculate pancakes. Let's go there. Aaron's
Pancakes!
like, pancakes!
That
And
was
Aaron's like,
residual from
yeah, actually from
Dennis.
our last episode. And Aaron's like, yes, I'm fucking starving. He's like, cool. These have the best pancakes ever. And then cut to them being in the restaurant, and Joseph is looking at the menu, and he's like, what do I want? What do I want? And Aaron's like, what? Like, didn't you tell
Dude,
me you
I
used to go
felt
here all the time?
so uneasy, man, because he's like, this motherfucker's never been there. You know he don't know what he's doing. And
Never. Yeah.
that's you could see something really shift after that.
I agree. And I think, honestly, I at the same time, I think while we're talking about this, right, and even me just kind of thinking back to what we were talking about earlier in this movie, I think we're undercutting Joseph a bit. I think we're actually doing a lot. I don't think we're really explaining Joseph to the T. Joseph, again, was very sweet, is a very sweet man, seems very genuine, but you could tell from the very beginning, things are off, right? He scares Aaron at times that makes zero sense. He runs away. He just does these fucking really weird things. He's caught in lies, right? Especially when it comes to this pancake place, this pancake house. It's just, you could tell something's off, and you don't know what it is. Even though this was like a very innocent and genuine interaction between two people, I felt uneasy the entire time. So uneasy
But
because
also,
you know something's going to happen.
but you can also, to speak on the other end of it, because he played it so well, you can actually see a type of innocence behind him, and you're not fully sure his full intentions. You know what I mean? Because it can go
I
either
agree.
way.
Yeah.
And some of it seems like so innocent and so sad, and he's so like, oh, I got to help this guy. He pulls on your heartstrings a little bit. You want to be his friend because like his personality. So
Yeah.
it can go
Oh
either
yeah.
way.
And I, like I said, this character, this Joseph character, I love. I think he's
Yeah.
fantastic, and Aaron does too. Aaron's like,
Mhm.
you can tell he's fed up, and he's like, like, this is fucking weird, but he cares about Joseph.
He's always to this point staying. Like everything he's
Yes.
seen to this point of eating pancakes, even though this is weird, you're about to hit on something even weirder that happens that really sets off alarm bells for Aaron. But up to this point, though, he's dealt with everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and perfect segue into what we're going to talk about, right? So there's a moment where they're having a discussion during eating pancakes, and they have confessions, right? And Joseph's like, "Hey, Aaron, what is your confession?" And Aaron talks about, I forget what was it. He peed his pants, right? What was it? It was a pee story,
Yeah, like I think he peed in the bed or somebody made him pee his pants. I don't know. Don't
something
care.
like that. Yeah, yeah.
Aaron
Do
is
not
not
give a fuck about Aaron.
Aaron.
We really did care about what Joseph had to say. And do you want to take
Yes.
it away about what Joseph's story was?
I think he says like, "Look at this phone" or something like that, and he holds and Joseph holds up his phone. He's like, "I want to be honest with you because at first I didn't know if I liked you or whatever." This is Joseph talking to Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see if he was a good dude. Like Joseph, like Aaron's on trial, you know.
Yes.
And Joseph holds up the phone. And going back to the scene that Will talked about, when Aaron just pulled up in his car, got out, knocked on the door, looked and saw the axe, came back down the stairs. Well, Joseph was there the whole time, and Joseph was secretly filming Aaron at different like snapshots of every moment.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
What?
fucking absolutely insane.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
And Aaron's like, all right, this is a little weird, but it's like, it doesn't really bother me now and again. Aaron is seeing the innocence from Joseph, but that would really get me. I would be like,
And Aaron's already been paid. Like at one point, right before he
Yeah.
went upstairs for tubby time,
very
not
beginning,
tummy.
in the very, right.
He's like, "Here, this is no longer a business transaction. Take this $1,000. It's yours."
Yep,
Fucking
absolutely.
what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
Why don't you love me? Why can't you be my fucking Aaron, Will? Why
No, I'm
can't
all
you
right.
love me, Will?
Because Aaron,
We're not even
dude,
halfway done with this.
Aaron is so gullible, like on everything, and that's where Aaron and I completely do not, it doesn't relate whatsoever because I'm not gullible. If you
Yes.
were to be like, hey, I have a confession too, like when you thought I was not home yet and I was actually taking pictures of you, I'd be like, all right,
Who
cool.
fucking said that? Who fucking said it? It's not true.
I'd
Who said it?
be like, who
You're a
said it? Who
fucking
did it?
liar, Will.
I'd be like, all right, I'm kind of done. But anyway, that uncomfortable meeting happened, right? And then they go back. If I'm not mistaken, this is when they go back to his place, right? They go back to the vacation spot, and you could tell things are starting to wrap up, right? And Joseph's like, "Hey, let's have some whiskey. Let's have a drink." And Aaron's like, "No, I think I really got to go." He's like, "Come on, like we spent this whole day together. It's going to take you a while to get home. Just come in and let's have one drink." And gullible Aaron is like, "All right, I will. I'll do it."
And he walked up there and he got his whiskey. And he got one of the best fucking stories I've ever heard in a horror movie. And I appreciate it so fucking much.
So they sit down.
Fuck.
They're talking a little bit, right? And then Joseph's like, "Hey, Aaron, I want to tell you something. I have another confession." Camera's off, though. Aaron's like, "All right, cool. Camera's off. Camera's off." He puts the camera down, keeps it on, right? But the cover's on it. Do you want to explain the story? If not, I can do it. But if you want to, yes, please. Yes, you do it. You do it.
Okay, I maybe can't say a few words in the story. And
you could say bestiality.
Okay, yes. So the camera's off. He's talking to Aaron. Joseph's like, "Hey, one day the internet was really slow at my house. And I was talking to my buddies, and they said, hey, yeah, like your storage on your whatever nerd is, overfull. That's why it's not working. Whatever." Mm-hmm. So Joseph locks in the computer trying to fix the situation, and he sees sexual animal bestiality corn. I'm going to say corn. See what I'm saying? Because we're on YouTube.
Yeah. Corn.
See that? Mm-hmm. Corn. I did that.
Pornographic movies.
And I love this. He said, Aaron, there's two people that had access to that computer, me and my wife. And I do not look up animal corn. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I thought for sure to be Joseph. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he goes, okay, I'm going to come up with a plan. So he told his wife, he's like, hey, I want to go up to the cabin and we can work things out and kind of talk, do stuff. Oh, hey, they get to the cabin. He's like, oh, hey, wait, I got called in for work. I gotta leave. I may not even be back. I'm sorry, right? This might be a while. So Joseph has a plan. I don't know why he came with this plan, and he went to the store and he bought peach fudge masks.
99-cent store. Mm-hmm.
Now that's two different. So you can already tell if you've really been following the movie. It was a family heirloom that was passed from his father in the earlier scene. But now Joseph is saying he went down to the store, the 99-cent store, to buy the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Gets peach fuzz, the mask. Breaks into the cabin in the peach fuzz mask. Ties up his wife to the bed. And he just fucking pound-towns her as a beast. She is into it. Mm-hmm. Not tell him to stop. She doesn't know that's Joseph. She just thinks that's a fucking peach fuzz, like the magnificent beast of a wolf. And they were just going at it and thrusting it.
Okay.
And doing it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Sorry. And then he left. And he left her tied up. And he came back I'm getting fucking hard. Sorry. He came back the next day.
Yeah.
He came back the next day, Will, when he came inside the house. And I guess she freed herself from the shackles of lust. And he was like, hey, you have a good night. I'm back from work. And she goes, yeah, I'm fine. With a little smile, like she didn't just get pound-tounded by the werewolf.
By a werewolf?
And he goes, you know what, Aaron? My computer was never slow again after that night.
Yeah. He's like, I graped my wife, Erin, I did that.
Yes.
And
Oh, fuck.
okay, you got that out of your system?
Yeah, sorry.
All right, good.
So
the next scene, right, is with the camera on Joseph, and Joseph is signing out, right? He's like, well, buddy, that was, everything today, blah, 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 and just calling it a night, right? And Aaron's like, all right, cool, yep, I think that's it. Let's go. And he's fucking, Aaron's giddy. He needs to get out of that house. He's like ready to leave. He's like, this is fucking too much. You can just tell he was just ready to go home. But he can't find his keys.
Of course.
His
You know how many times I tried to do that to you, Will? Fucking detective over here.
The keys are always in my pocket.
He
can't find his keys. Right? He can't find them. And Joseph's like, hey, there's not enough light, shining, not enough natural light shining into here. You're not going to be able to find them. So, hey, let's just have some more whiskey, go to sleep here. And then in the morning, when there's a lot more natural light in here, I'll help you find your keys and then we can go. And Aaron's like, fucking bad idea. Don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. But he ends up convincing Aaron. So what does Aaron do? He drugs Joseph with a bunch of Benadryl in his whiskey. Joseph drinks it. He could tell it was, stupid. Joseph drinks it. He could tell it tasted a little weird, but still drank it, right? And fucking passes out immediately. And then Aaron's like, all right, cool. Opportune time for me to kind of search and try to find my keys. Which, you don't do that with somebody you think is a fucking psycho. You don't start fucking rummaging through his body. He's going to wake up. He didn't, though. He didn't.
No.
He reaches into his pocket. He reaches into his pocket. He grabs his phone, grabs Joseph's phone, and immediately, as soon as he grabs it, it starts ringing.
Yeah.
Aaron's like, fuck. Aaron runs to the bathroom and answers it. He's like, hello? And a woman answers, and he goes, Angela? Thinking it was Joseph's wife. And he's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, it's Angela, blah, blah, blah. Who is this? He's like, it's Aaron. Your husband hired me. She goes, get out of that house. He's like, what?
Dude, chills.
Yeah. Dude, that fucked me up. That fucked me up. She's like, get out of that house. He's like, am I in danger? And she's like, my brother is not all there. He's like, your brother? She's like, get out of the house as soon as you can. And then hung up. Aaron's like, all right, fuck. Game time. I just got to walk out of the house. That's all I have to do. He walks out of the bathroom, and Joseph is missing. He's not in that same spot where he was sleeping.
And this is where the found footage really amps up.
Oh, my God.
You feel so one-dimensional. Your vision is just, you're limited to really only see what Aaron's seeing, and it's so claustrophobic. And every turn you take, you don't know what you're going to see.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, this part, I'm telling you, right, this part leads up to me, like, when I was watching this, where I was like, fucking hell, like, then I'm watching a horror movie now. So he ends up walking out on a porch or something.
Yeah, a deck.
And then, looks around, and you hear nothing. And all of a sudden, again, in Joseph fashion, Joseph's like, death, or something like that. And the camera pans over to Joseph real quick, and it's just him just fucking staring. And he's still playing his shtick. He's like, I don't want to die. I know I'm going to die, and I don't want to do it. And he went to give Aaron a hug, and Aaron's like, yo, listen, I know.
Aaron is the stupidest person in a movie.
Why?
He could have kept the facade up and kept him at a distance.
And just leave.
Because Joseph didn't know any of that happened.
Yep, absolutely. Had no idea. But Aaron's like, hey, I know what's going on, but I'm here for you. Again, this is Aaron, right? This is that innocence. Like, he cares about Joseph still. He's like, I'm here for you. I will take care of you. Like, hey, I know that girl, whatever her name is, I know that's your sister. And then fucking boom, Joseph runs away and is missing, runs down the stairs. The amount of fear I had when he ran away and just wasn't there anymore, was off screen, I was like, what the fuck is happening? So the camera slowly pans to where the stairs are, slowly walks down the stairs, makes a left turn, slowly, and then pans to the front door. Joseph is standing there with his legs spread and his arms spread, covering the doorway, with his peach fuzz mask on.
Fucking mask. I hate him.
And Aaron goes, stop it. Stop it.
Oh,
stop it. Aaron goes, are you trying to scare me? And then you just see the mask go up and down. Yes. He's like, well, I'm terrified. Can you please let me go? And then you see the mask shake. No. And he's still trying to just banter with him. And then all of a sudden, Joseph starts grinding on the door and growling. Let's hear the growl. Do it again. Do it again. Yep. And Aaron's like, stop. And just fucking runs at him and tackles him and then cut to black.
Yeah.
The next scene is Joseph dragging dragging bags. We don't know what it is.
Bags. And
just digging a hole. While you're watching the movie, I'm like, oh, he killed Aaron. Like, that's it. Killed Aaron. But then the camera pans out of it's a TV. It's a video that he's watching. And it was a video that Joseph had sent to Aaron. Almost as if it was like, I'm going to fucking get you. Like, I'm going to fucking get you.
Aaron's still alive. Now Aaron is in the safety of his own house.
He's at home now.
Looking at his footage he recorded because Joseph sent it to him that he left behind. So
yep. He had to get his car towed. And Aaron is doing his best to still live Aaron's life. But under the fear that Joseph is still there, wandering. So he gets that in the mail. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, so what just happened too with me grinding for the people who was on Spotify? I was doing my little dance.
Yeah,
I think I pulled something. I think I pulled my lower cheek butt.
Oh, your butt cheek.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know. I'll have Yoko check that out later.
Go look at YouTube if you want to see some.
Yeah. Look at YouTube and you could see JT grinding. All right, stop. Anyway, he sees this video and then gets another package in the mail. It's a big box, and in that box is a knife, is a stuffed animal, and then a tape, right, or a CD, DVD. Puts it in there. And I don't know if I'm missing anything. No, I'm not. And Joseph's like, hey, I'm sorry. We got off on the wrong foot. You already probably opened up the package and you see that there was a knife in there. And obviously you have the DVD, so you're playing the DVD. I need you to dig a little bit deeper. And then that's where he pulls out a stuffed wolf. He's like, you're a wolf, Aaron. He's like, you're a wolf. And trying to talk him up. Like, hey, you're a great guy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're very sweet, Aaron. He's like, all right. He's like, I need you to channel your inner wolf and kill something. I need you to kill that wolf and dig deep inside of that wolf's body, and you'll see something that really means a lot to me.
This is a love story at this point. Am I right? Because this is a good gift I can give you.
I don't want this.
Valentine's Day market.
Aaron goes through the asshole of the dog. And that part of the story, me telling you that, means nothing. But just being an observant person, he goes through the asshole. He pulls out a locket. It's a heart locket.
Beautiful.
Aaron opens up the locket.
Yes.
Shows the screen.
What is it, Will?
It is a picture of Joseph and then a picture of Aaron together.
If you do not understand what I'm going to give you for Valentine's Day at this point, then our relationship
I don't want
means
this.
nothing. You will be receiving, and I quote, a DVD of me, a knife, a little wolf. You can go through the asshole, and you're going to find a locket with our pictures on it because we are sweethearts. Our names are going to be on a rock, too. I'm going to draw it on there, and you're going to have a locket, and you will wear it every day. And you will also think about filming me for tummy time. Have you reconsidered at this point? You will film, or are you still thinking about filming me at tummy time? $1,000.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it still.
Excellent. This pleases me.
Okay. All right. So anyway, pulls out the locket, sees the locket immediately. He's like calling the cops. He's like, this is a stalker case now. I need to change all my locks. I need you to help me out. Cops are like, we got nothing. Like, you don't know this fucking guy's name. You're saying he randomly shows up here, randomly shows up there. Like, whatever. We're not helping you out. And Aaron's like, fuck. Like, he's pissed off. Whatever. He's upset. This next scene.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron goes to sleep. And then he wakes up. and he's talking about thank you. Talking about earlier in the movie, he talked a little bit about a dream that he had after he had already escaped Joseph, and now this is the second time he's had this dream. Has a dream that him and Joseph are swimming in a heart pool. Yeah, both wear peach fuzz masks, right? He's talking about the dream. As he's talking about the dream, you hear a loud fucking bang. Aaron immediately jumps up and is running around the house with the knife trying to find out. He's like, who's there? Who is it? Is it Joseph? Who is it? This scene, Aaron he's standing in front of like the doorway and you can't see his front door. As he walks away, you see Joseph standing in the doorway.
Dude, so subtle.
This was the most frightening part of the entire movie. This was the most fucking frightening part in the entire movie because, to me, Joseph didn't seem dangerous. Dangerous, right? Like, you knew something was up, but you did not know he was dangerous. And the reason why I think is because now you see Joseph outside of something that you've been seeing him in, right? He's not in the woods. He's not in his vacation home. Now he's at Aaron's house. Mm-hmm. When he was just standing there, I can't fucking explain to you the fear and the fucking goosebumps I had immediately running through my body because he was standing there. And then he just fucking ducks and runs away. Yeah. Right? He's looking for him, goes outside. This whole time he's walking outside saying, Joseph? Like, I'm fucking heart's racing, right? Doesn't see him, but he wakes up the next morning and he sees that in his window, the screen was cut in his window and another DVD was slipped into his home. What does Aaron do? Aaron plays it. He's like, I'm going to play it. Yeah, I want to play it. And it's Joseph sitting at a park. And he's like, you know what, Aaron, I want to make amends. I want to call a truce here. I want to tell you the truth. I want to explain everything. And, meet me here at 11 a.m. tomorrow. We're at a park. We're in the public, wide open. Yeah, he's like, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen here. We are in a public space, and I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to talk and be genuine with you and finally be truthful to somebody. And I want it to be with you, Aaron. Yeah.
It's totally rational. I can't wait when our friendship gets to that level, when I'm sending you like videos, probably not DVDs because we know we're more, into times. Maybe an Instagram live post or something telling you to meet me somewhere and
none of that's going to happen. No. Showdown. But I want to ask you a question. After all of this, after everything that Aaron had suffered through and has gone through and was fearing for his life, what does he do?
He literally goes, I'm going to go. And he shows up to the park in his car, and he's sitting there recording himself. And he goes, Joseph, I got my phone set on speed dial to 911, and I'm videotaping the park. I'm videotaping everything, and I got you if anything happens. And he leaves the car, and he leaves the video recording, so all you now see is the beautiful park, by the way. I don't know where that was shot at, but it looked
beautiful
really pretty.
Park.
And,
I would love to go there.
To go on a date there with me, we can go.
I'm done. I'm over it. Nope, I'm okay.
Okay,
I'm okay.
We can't have one nice conversation, Will. Okay, and then he slowly walking, and then I'll let you take it. So Aaron is now walking to the bench.
Walking to the bench, right? He gets to the bench. He kind of like looks around a little bit, like walks around the bench, kind of looks out at the water, and he sits down on the bench. And you could tell he feels comfortable. He feels calm. And as soon as he sits down, he does take like a once over, kind of looks over, and you could tell he's at peace. And he's like, "All right, Joseph will be here." Hands in his pockets. He just sits there and is looking out. Not looking around him anymore, just looking straight forward. Mm-hmm. And then in the camera, right behind him, Joseph is walking up with a trench coat, just stands there, pulls the peach fuzz mask out of his coat, throws it on, and just stands there. And then throws his coat picks up the axe and is holding it very slowly, taking his beautiful time. He lifts it up over his head and fucking hits Aaron in the head with it, and Aaron immediately falls limp. Goes for a second swing. Dude, when I first saw this, where he hits him in the head, I was in shock.
Yeah.
I verbally, out loud, said, no! And he hits him in the head. And then it cuts when it goes to hit him again. Right?
Can I tell you my take on this?
Yeah.
Before we leave it completely?
Yeah, because this fucked me up. Not the end, but yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Because when Aaron was sitting on the bench, it seemed like an eternity that it was just sitting there.
It did.
And it seemed like an eternity that Josef did each step. Like he walked up slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, stared at him for a minute. Slowly put on the mask, stared at him for a minute. Made a loud coat move, grabbed the axe. I think secretly Josef didn't want to do it. He was trying to give him a chance to notice him so he can keep it going a little bit. I don't think he wanted to fully end. Because at the end, what do you remember him saying?
You might be right. Because when he went to go in for that second hit, it paused, and it wasn't the camera you were looking through anymore. You were watching it on the TV, which was such a fucking cool transition, by the way.
Yeah.
But you see Josef watching it on the TV, and Joseph's like, "Why didn't you turn around?"
Dude, that was so chilling.
I know. And
he's talking to Aaron, who's dead now, to the camera. Like, he's trying to get it out. He's so psycho. He's like, why didn't you turn around? And he even said, you were my favorite.
You were my favorite.
I love you. You were
my
best.
favorite. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck are you
I'm
talking
always
about?
going to remember you because of them all. You were my favorite. And then he turns the camera to the TV again, continues to play it. Fucking Josef walks out of camera again. And then you see his face pop up into the camera screaming. And then it turns to the real Josef screaming and fucking cuts.
Yeah.
And then like he puts he cuts and then he's putting the DVD away.
Yes.
But he opens up this filing cabinet of just VHS tapes, DVDs, like binders.
Dude, he is a mass fucking murderer. There's over hundreds. Mm-hmm. There's thousands. There's got to be. I'm not even trying to, like, maybe 500. Is that fair enough number?
No, I think that's fair, especially because he was like, you were my favorite of them all. That's where we, as the viewer, knew, fucking hell, this guy's crazy.
And he drew a heart on it. Like he did at The Rock. He drew like a heart and rest. Like, oh, he did that. Did he really like him? Like, what?
I tell you what, man. This movie was a 10 out of 10 for me. I loved it. And as far as horror goes, it hit it on all fucking accounts, man. Like, there was nothing scary that happened throughout the entire movie, but the way that it was shot, the fucking perfect acting from Mark Duplass as Josef, dude. Yep, there you go. So innocent, so loving, but also so eerie. And he could be sitting there staring at the camera, so innocent, and then jumping and screaming, and it makes you jump. Dude, I thought the acting was fucking impeccable. The guy who played Aaron, Patrick something, did very well as well. I think his acting sold it. But Mark Duplass, dude, he is an absolute fucking. He's a master at this shit, and I'm so excited to do Creep 2, and I'm so excited to continue on to the Creep tapes because there's 6 episodes and we're gonna fucking do those 2. And I hear nothing but rants and raving reviews about these shows, and I'm so fucking excited, dude. I love Creep. It's a cult fucking classic. Immediately, it's a classic. Such a good fucking horror movie.
We're officially doing Creep 2 next, the next movie review that we do.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I kind of just snuck it in there. We are going to continue the found footage series by doing Creep 2 next week. So,
I am so excited about it.
Creep 2, it does it so differently too, and that's why it's such a fucking refreshing sequel, and I'm excited to talk about it.
I like talking about this. This was fun. So I think
it was fun. I love this.
It's a good episode. We both love the movie. We love the actor. And it's so good to have a fun watch. You know what I mean? That's actually, it didn't feel like it was over before I even started. Like where'd the time go? You know?
Yeah, it was so much fun. I agree. I'm right there with you. It went by so quick. It seemed like as soon as I started the movie, I was so into it, enjoying it so much. Like I blinked and the movie was over. But I love movies like that, and this definitely hit it out of the fucking park. I thought it was great. Yeah. So cool. Guys, that was Creep. We're so happy to be back. We're so excited to be back. We're so excited to kind of give you a lot more in this series and just to fucking continue on and to introduce to you guys some new things that we have going on with the podcast and going on with the Deadbeats brand. Please do not forget to follow us on Instagram. We're Deadbeats Podcast on Instagram. We also have our TikTok out there. It's called Deadbeats Pod or Deadbeats Podcast. And then we also have our YouTube, all on our Instagram. It's all linked in our Instagram. Please do not forget to follow us. Follow Deadbeats JT. Follow Deadbeats Yoko. Fucking get them all in there. Follow them. Follow us all because we're loving hanging out with you guys and loving you as a community. And we just love fucking horror. We love pushing it out there.
We love fucking pushing it out there.
All right, JT. What do you got for them?
So. Well, I don't got anything for them. Well, I see y'all next week for Creep 2. Can't wait. But I got something for you before we leave. So I don't know if you're really wanting to film me. That's okay. We can still think about it. But would you be interested in doing dual tummy time?